So the Selenium IDE makes it pretty easy for us to actually create assert and verify commands. We don't have to manually go in here and choose command, assert, and then try to figure out the target and the value here. Instead, we can actually go to our page. So let's take a look at our page here, and we can do this from a right click. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to assert that we're on the correct page, and we're going to assert that based on the title. So if I just right click here, you can see that there's some commands that show up here. And one of them here is assert title exact. And we can use this to assert that we're definitely on this page. We want to do that before we verify anything on this page, because if we're on the wrong page, there's no point verifying that some text is correct on that page for a real test case. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. And if we go back into our IDE here, you can see that it added this command, assert title. And we can actually run this command, and you can see it passes because it's true. If I were to change this, throw like a letter B inside here and run this, you can see it fails, and it tells me what the actual value was versus what I was looking for here. So that's an assert, and then we can do a verify in the same type of way. So if we go back to our browser here, and let's say that for our test case, what we want to make sure is that this test by browser text is correct on this page. So we can now go in here and we can verify text present test for browser. And when we do that, and we go back to our Selenium IDE, you can see that we got this verify text present, and we got these a little out of order. So let's drag this down here. And so now this will be checked, and this will actually be the real test in our test case. So if we run this, you can see that this executed and it passed because it didn't give us an error. So now we can go ahead and we can run our entire test. And we'll just go ahead and start at the beginning here, and we'll run this test. And you can see it's going to the Selenium page, it's going through that link, it's going through the second link here, and then it asserted on the title and it verified that this text was present. And if we change this a little bit, so we say test 1 by browser, and then we run this test again, now we should see that the test is actually going to fail. So this is how you can actually create a test here, and you can see that we get one failure.